so much for accepting my invitation for this conversation.
Thank you.
So Glenn, you're originally from the UK.
Yes.
You are a former Royal Marines Commando.
Yes.
You have served for 9 years and you have been to war at the front line twice in Afghanistan.
Yes.
And today you live in Switzerland. That's quite a contrast.
Yeah.
And you are a health and mindset coach.
I am, yes.
So please tell us what brought you to resilience.
Okay, so I would say that I have built up resilience twice in my life. The first time going through basic training for the Royal Marine Commandos, and that was 8 months of what is arguably the hardest and longest basic training there is. And secondly, upon leaving the military and after being at war twice, I experienced a lot of stress, depression, anxiety, to a large level, a large amount of that. And in order to get over that, I built up resilience again, physically and mentally, in order to get through that.
Coming back to your training before going to war, did you get a specific resilience training, or what technique did they use to teach resilience?
Okay, so I would say on a daily, minute-by-minute basis, resilience was being built, and specifically by putting us in highly stressful situations, both physically and mentally. We were always wet, we were always cold, we were always tired, we were always hungry, always being shouted and screamed at, mock battles and explosions going off all the time. So we were sort of, what you could say is we were put out of our comfort zone quite a lot. High stress situations in order to come back to build that mental and physical strength.
So would you say that black condition training exposed people to very high level of adversity, confrontation, and that in itself developed their resilience?
Yes, that's exactly right. So if you think of it in terms of when you go to the gym, go to the gym, you work very hard, you're putting stress on your body and in some cases your mind, and that allows your body to grow and become stronger, and that works in all cases for body and mind.
Now you mentioned that coming back from war, you experienced extremely high level of stress, anxiety. What techniques did you use to recover and bounce back?
Okay, yeah, so once I realised that it was an issue, so that was the first step, becoming aware of it. Once I'd become aware of it, I took a deep dive into everything: health, fitness, nutrition, sleep, stress, time management, goal setting, finding purpose, and through that I built up a resilience again. So it was every aspect that you can think of, both physical and mental.
Now, what would you say helped you the most from all these techniques? I understand you experienced really various ways and it worked, but if you had to identify what helped you the most, what would you say?
I would say in all of these areas, what it all boils down to is mindset, because I'm sure everybody can think of examples where they know they should be meditating, they know they should be working out, they know they should be eating in a certain way, but they still don't do it. What it comes down to is your mindset. That's where motivation is born, where discipline lives, and specifically the language we use in our own minds and the language we use when talking to others determines how we feel and how we act. So if we can look at the language we are using in our own minds, first of all, and the best way I find is through journaling. So you through journaling you can become aware of the language that is holding you back, or that is positive, negative, whatever it might be, and you can change it to fit what you're trying to achieve.
Would you say that journaling for you is a way to become the observer of your thoughts and deciding which are the thoughts that serve me, which are those that do not serve me?
Yes, that's exactly the term that I use, becoming the observer, taking a step back and looking at your thoughts and your mindset as something separate from you. You can train it just like any other muscle. You can train that mindset, you can train that resilience.
Absolutely. So Glenn, today I can see that you feel strong, resilient and joyful despite the challenging context that we are all going through. So what in your current routine supports you the most to be ready to apprehend whatever presents during the day?
Okay, so I would say there are 3 sort of amalgamations of habits. First of all, there is a morning routine. So I find that by having a morning routine that fits me, that is individual to me, and all we're looking for from that morning routine is some days you wake up feeling good and aligned and focused. Some days you wake up not feeling good. And all we want a morning routine to do is to make you feel better. Even if you're already feeling good, you can always feel better. Yeah. Next is evening routine. So taking a look at what you've done that day, taking a look at what you're going to do the next day and how you can improve. And finally, sleep. So sleep quality and quantity. If your sleep is not how it should be, then you cannot be as resilient.
I cannot agree more with you. I think sleep is a critical factor of resilience. Yeah. You mentioned your morning routine. I'm curious, what is your morning routine these days?
Okay, so it changes a lot. Right now, or this morning, I ran down to the lake. As soon as I woke up, ran down to the lake, jumped in the lake.
That's brave, because I can confirm the temperature of the lake is not super high anymore.
It's
it
very
must be
cold,
like 10, 12 degrees.
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
I'm an ex-Marine, so I like cold
Easy
water.
for you.
Then I ran home, did some journaling, and then I learned some French. So right now, that's what I do. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. I've done it for years now, so I'm at the point where I can wake up and I know what I need for that day.
So it's a flexible routine.
Oh, yeah.
But you know that what you do sets the tone of the day.
Yes, 100%.
That's so important.
Yeah, it's a great quote I heard recently was, the first hour of the day is the rudder of the day. So it as you said, it determines how what happens that day. It determines the direction.
Very
of
true,
the day.
very true.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Glenn, for sharing your experience, and
Thank
I
you.
wish you the very best, and I hope to reconnect soon.
Thank you very much.